Good evening, guys. As I've announced before, I'm planning to broadcast, and my first guest is Myenty Abena. So I hope that he will join me soon. And in the meantime, you can prepare some questions if you have. So you can ask various questions, Myenty, and particularly we will be talking about his career and also about the current situation, how he's handling the situation, how he sees the situation, if he sees some opportunities as well. And yeah, so I try to invite him now. Yeah. So I hope. Yeah. So let's wait a little bit. So as I have said, in the meantime, you can prepare some questions. Hey, here we go.
Hey,
Hello, bro. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. How are
Man,
you?
nice glasses and
Thank you.
sunglasses. Yeah,
Thank
it's very nice. Yeah, it's very good. I think even though our daily routine has been somehow changed, but
you.
I
Yeah.
accommodate to that or adjusted to the situation quite fast. So let's wait for the other guys to join us, and I
Of
prepare
course,
some
no
questions.
problem.
I prepare some questions for you, Myenty. So
Ah,
we have not seen each other for some time. That
true.
looks, yeah, but it's good. So how is life? Everything is okay?
Yes, I'm fine. My family is fine, and
Yeah, that's one of the
that's
questions.
one of the.
Your son is getting bigger, as I've seen on the pictures.
Yeah, he's getting big, so
I like it. I like it.
yes,
Okay,
it's nice to see him growing up. Look, I have now extra time to see him growing up, so that's nice. And also, my
that's
family.
one of the advantages. Yeah.
Yes, yes, true, true.
Okay, great. So, Miente, so you are my first guest. I've decided to do this in the meantime, in
Yes.
the this situation, and I have got more time also to work online. So I've decided to invite some professional athletes to discuss also the sides of not only mental aspects, but also the current situation and also their career as well, the youth as well. And so I've prepared also some questions for you. And you are my first guests. And why I've decided to invite you as a first guest
Tell
is
me.
that when I had got the idea, like I would like to do this, then VNT was the first one that appeared in my head and said, "Oh my God, I need to invite this guy." And it's also due to the fact that I know that you are very interested in mental coaching or mental aspects as well. And I
Yes.
know that you are deeply involved in this area or these discussions as well. So that was the reason why I decided to invite you as a first guest.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
nice.
guys. So,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So for the guys that don't know you, so you are a professional football player. I mean soccer player because you look like also a football player. So you could do also rugby as
If I
well.
was in
With
America, for sure.
yeah, with your body, you could do this definitely. And but you are a soccer player, so luckily you are a soccer player, a very good defender, one of the best in Slovak league at least. And of course, you show also your qualities within the matches in European league. So currently you play for Slovan Bratislava, and there's also one of my favorite clubs. I used to work with this club for a while, so that's the reason why also we met each other and we had a couple of
Yes,
discussions.
yes, yes.
And even I can also tell that you joined me for one presentation, and it was really when I see the video, for example, today I rewatched it again, and I saw you speaking to the guys. It was U19,
Yeah.
also on Bratislava. I had goosebumps on my body, and I said, "Oh my God, these guys is not only a football player, but he could
No,
do also some mental coaching in the future as
yeah.
well."
I
Yeah,
remember sitting in the car with you and speaking about it. I was so nervous, but I overcome
were
it.
you? Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I
Wow.
was. But
Maybe we can also talk about this later on. It's
yeah,
got
yeah,
nice
yeah.
topic. Yeah. So you are still only a very young player. You are 25 years old. Yeah. And you can also, for the other guys that you don't know me, and so just look it up in Google him, and you will find some interesting details. Okay, Mienti. So as I have said, I have prepared a couple of questions for you.
Yes.
And your favorite number is 14?
14 or 12. The reason
Of
14
12.
is or 12. Look,
Yes.
12 is my birthday, and 14
Uh-huh.
is my brother's. I'm
Ah,
12
okay. I
December,
see.
he is 14 December. So that's the reason why I
So
got the numbers.
so when you played in Trnava, did you have 14 as well?
Yes, I had 14, but
Ah, okay.
before I was playing in Dutch competition. I had
Yes.
number 12. So
I see.
Slovan Bratislava.
We can discuss also this. So you started playing in Utrecht, right?
Yes. My professional career started at Utrecht.
Mm-hmm.
And after this, I played there 8 years. After this, I went to the Graafschap.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Played there 1.5 years, and since then
Mm-hmm.
I came to Slovakia. It was just the adventure I took, and thank God I took it, because I
Wow.
remember I was at the airport and I called my mom like, I'm going away. Like my mom was like, "Where do you going?" I said, "Slovakia."
Slovakia. Where is it?
Where is it?
Let's take a look at the map.
Let's look.
Okay.
Yes, let's look together. And then I just came, and from there it all started perfectly. So I'm
So
very
it
happy.
was a nice coincidence for you that you came to Spartak Trnava, we can say.
Yes,
So you
yes.
spent only half of the season there, right?
True. I spent what you say, half of the season there, and after this I moved to Slovan Bratislava, and yeah, very good step for me, and I'm really thankful for it.
So so in that perspective, and when you take a look at in hindsight, so you see that it was a good decision to come to
It
Slovakia,
was,
right?
it was. I didn't have no idea what to expect, but I think that's the key. You don't
Exactly.
expect anything, you know. Just
Do you
go.
remember also? Do you also remember the feelings you had when you came here?
The feelings
I
I
mean,
had,
yeah,
I can say I was a little bit. I was scared. I can say you the truth. I was a little bit scared, and also
right,
something like I was angry. I was ready to show myself to the now
right.
another level.
Yeah,
And that
right,
was my
right.
biggest motivation. I was really,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, no, I will show myself now who I am, because people started to disbelieving in me, and I was
All
disbelieving
right.
in myself also.
Uh-huh. And you
And
started to doubt yourself as well a little bit.
of course, the first person you will look at is yourself, and I did
Exactly. Do you remember what helped you at that time?
just believing in the next day, just thinking, okay, tomorrow will be better, and
I
this,
see. Mm-hmm.
yeah, this helped me a lot, and till now, if I
Did
have a
you
bad
get it
day,
from your own understanding, or somebody else gave it to you, or you maybe read a book, or maybe heard somebody speaking?
I think it's everything in one, from people around me, from myself, and you build something like you build it. It's not something you will just have in 1 second. No, it's
Exactly.
everything will come
I
together
used to tell that my clients that you are the best teacher for yourself.
for
So
sure.
you cannot, like with somebody struggling with something and he thinks that the coach will solve everything for him.
No,
So it doesn't work that way, you know. We can only point
maybe,
you in a certain direction.
yeah, maybe in 1 second he will help you and you'll be like, yes, stop. But after this, you will be alone, and then the scary part is coming. That's why people
Exactly.
are scared to be alone, because then you will overthink a lot.
So
And
do
this,
you remember some other hardships in your life, maybe in your youth career? Or what was the milestone that you decided, yeah, I will be a professional footballer and I have everything that I need for that?
look,
Do you rem
we came in Holland. I was 10 years old, and in Suriname, really, I didn't had no idea what to be. I was young, and you
Right.
know that we didn't speak about a dream or something. I wanted to be a fireman. The first day.
It's
Yes,
nice.
yes,
So
I wanted to
luckily
be
you're
a
a football player. So that was your dream to be a fireman, right?
fireman. It was my dream in Suriname. Not really. We played football, but just with small balls, nothing special. My first football was a basketball. My brother bought one. Yes, my brother bought one basketball, but
Yeah,
the
right.
place where we lived was not. There was only sand, so we couldn't use this basketball. So we
Right.
we use this as football, and we played football for with it.
It's funny.
Yes, 5 6 years.
So when did you start playing football? What time? Or how old
I
were
came
you there?
in Holland. I was 10, and from this age, I started 11.
Yeah,
I
11.
started,
Yeah.
yeah, I started with playing football with
So
my
some
brother.
of the experts currently they say it's too late to start playing football at 11. Yeah.
It's never too late. It's never
It's
too late.
never too late. Yeah.
Never,
It's
never, never.
one of the things I could see also. And lately I was also having a discussion with one of the top hockey players, and he said
Yes.
that he started playing hockey when he was 10. And currently, when you say somebody, yeah, when you start 10 playing hockey, it's too late, you cannot do this. and he reached NHL level. You see,
Yeah. So
so it's never too late to.
I don't believe in this. If you are passionate about something, you can start at whatever age you want, and you can
Right.
still be one of the best.
So since the beginning you joined Utrecht club, yeah? Or
Yeah.
did you visit another clubs as well, or no? It was Utrecht the first one. The mother's club was Utrecht for you, right?
I started at Elenkwijk. Is they are working together with FC Utrecht. So
Okay.
yes, the next stage to going to FC Utrecht was easy made because they are working together. So every talent is going to Utrecht. So that's the first stage I made, and I played there 8 years, and it was a good time for me to grow up, but it was also very hard because I played 8 years there, and in total, I can tell you, I played maybe 4 years in total. The other
really?
4 years were injuries,
I see.
and all of this. I went through it.
I remember also from our own discussions that you also mentioned that you also do boxing as well. Could you tell us something about this as well?
Yeah, yes. And
how did you came across this?
This was at a stage I was playing for FC Utrecht, and I had injuries, and I had to escape from it, you know. And it was not on the field because I couldn't show myself on the field. I did only gym sessions and go home. And when I was at home, I was in my room overthinking a lot. So I decided I want to lose my energy in something. So I went to one boxing school, and I started to hating
I see.
I started to hating it, and one guy came to me, hey, you don't want to give boxing lessons around here for those people who come here? I was very surprised, you know. I was like, I said, I can try, but I never did something like this. He said, yes, come, let's try it. Come, start tomorrow. Tomorrow, yes, tomorrow. Why not? And okay, I will be there. But really, I cannot. It's my first time. He said, don't worry. People will like you. So the next day I came there.
How did it go? So you were also paid for boxing classes, right?
Yes, I was.
Oh my God. I didn't know. I see.
I was getting.
So were you thinking about becoming a boxing trainer instead of a professional footballer?
No.
Was there a stage that?
No, I never thought about this. I just thought about this. Let's do this like getting something else in my system. You know, that was my reason to do it, because football was the main thing for me, and I knew I will overcome everything, even where I'm going through, I will overcome it. So it was not like.
Did you so much believe in yourself, or did you also work with some other guys, let's say mental coaches or psychologists or something like this? No.
Of course, I watched Les Brown. I was Eric Thomas. I was Tony Robbins, and all those guys came at a certain time in my life, and that was really nice to see.
Did you find it helpful at the time?
I found help in those guys. I never spoke about it really at home, because you know they was not going through the same thing. You know, they came from a different environment, so it's difficult to speak with someone about this. You know,
definitely, yes. I see it also in my practice. If somebody is not open to discuss certain things, that I could be the best experts in the company, but but I will not help that guy. You know, he must be open for that. And that's the same for the discussions. Like, certainly, maybe you can understand as well that if you see something on a deeper level and you wanted to share with somebody, they take a look at you like, "Oh, what you are talking about?" They don't understand you.
Yes, they will not understand it. And I think they will understand it if they go through something in their lives that is similar. And then you can.
So, do you think that your life circumstances has got that impact that you have decided to look for the help, let's say maybe outside of you?
For sure. Because if you don't educate yourself, you will find the same answers. And I didn't educate myself I was just digging in the same hole, and nothing came out from there. So I started to look outside of myself. It's not a shame to ask help to someone who is already on this level. It's not a shame. So
of course.
I did it. I watched a lot of motivational speeches. I was sleeping and I was listening at it, and my brother came into my room
Right.
and took it out. And because of this, you can
That,
ask him. He said, because of this, because of you, I started to listen at those guys also. And
you
I changed
inspired
my
other
mind.
guys by yourself. So what I used to see and also see in my life, and also not only in coaching practice but in life generally, when we really live something, we can inspire others. We don't have to tell them to do something. We inspire them by ourselves.
By
And I
ourselves.
know
Yes.
that you have found yourself and you see yourself as a lion. Could you maybe tell us something more about this?
This
Because
is
it's
something
nice.
from
It's sort of nice metaphor.
this is something from my youth. When I was watching those programs with my dad, he didn't understand why I was watching all those animals all the whole day. He didn't understand it, and I was
So
fascinated about
probably
it.
your favorite TV channel is Animal Planet.
Yes, Animal Planet, really, for sure, really, and everyone know this. If you know me, you know this is my favorite channels to watch, and he
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
understand it, and I was just fascinated about the way they was living. They was doing everything together, and something about the
Mm-hmm.
hunt, how they were
Well,
living
I
to.
see.
Yes, the only way to survive the day was just to hunt, and I see
And to
this
cooperate,
also.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
as a team, and I think this is also life. You have to hunt for everything you want, and look, I am not perfect. You are not perfect. No one is, but the hunt is the hunt. Every day is time to hunt.
Yeah, yeah. So you see yourself also as a football player that you hound, yeah. So especially you hound for the balls you want to win and
Yeah.
every single interception.
Yes, I try
Yeah,
to change the mindset, like to be focused only on okay, football. Do this, do that. No, I try to make it a game. I try to enjoy it, and this is the way I'm enjoying it. I try to use my imagination, and
wow, you mean, yeah, I
yes,
see. So you also sort of visualization as well. So for example, before the match, you see yourself how you are winning or
for
how you
sure,
are
for
what you are
sure.
doing. Eh?
I have I have to. If I don't see myself winning, if I don't see myself going through everything with full passion, I will. I think it will be very hard for me to play those matches. No, I need. This is my way of focusing. I maybe for someone else is
Great,
different,
it's different.
but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but this is the way for me to listen to this motivational speeches, watch
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
previous matches, what I did and what I didn't, and
Yeah, exactly.
that's how I get in the fight.
It's very nice that you have mentioned it, that maybe that it works for yourself, but it could be not working for others.
For sure,
So you have found your own way. So that's also what
for sure.
what I try in my coaching practice, to look in certain direction, and you will
Yes,
find the truth for yourself. So
yes.
I'm not giving you other beliefs like you have to believe me because
No,
it
no,
is
no.
no. You have to understand it by yourself. You know.
Yeah,
So we have got also some questions. Maybe we can go get through
of
them.
course.
So I've seen a question from Luke, and he's asking how to think to stay humble or to think that I'm better than the others
No, 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 no. Never think that you are better than someone else. That's it's not about someone else. It's about you. Think about
Yeah,
how you can be better than yourself the day before. That's all, because everyone is going through his own, and if you want to be better than someone else, then you have to understand why this person is at this level, and I think you
yeah.
will never understand why someone is at his own level.
Until you are not in his or her shoes. Yeah,
Yes, you are not in his pad, it's not yours. So I think you have to think that you want to be better than yourself, and from this point people will recognize that you are getting better.
yeah. And onto the question maybe a bit, and I could add something, and you can even stay humble at the time. So that's
For sure,
one of
for
the
sure.
things that could go together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Okay, Myenty, one of my question is that if you have any role models when you were maybe for example a young player, maybe even these days, if you have somebody that so this is the guy, and then that guy inspires me and
I
motivates
think
me as well. Is there
uh,
anybody like this?
Carlos Pujol was when I was young.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, I
Right.
looked really to this guy because this guy had this heart.
Strong desire to win every
Yes,
single
yes,
interception.
yes.
He was very
Oh
tough,
my God,
very
yes.
sharp. Yeah.
Yes, for sure. He was the main for me, and yeah, today also. because of his way of playing, his
Ah,
style, his
yeah,
hair,
right.
and no, but Pujol was really my
One of the best
idol.
role models for you,
Yes,
right?
yes, role
So
model.
would you also recommend the other or young players? Maybe some of them will be watching this even later on. So would you also recommend this to young players to have a role model? Maybe they could look up for that guy, and maybe
Yes,
they could follow his example.
of course. I think it's not really important to have someone you look up to. If okay, imagine you don't have someone to look up to yourself and try to be better than yourself. And um, but it's something to you can compare yourself with someone, and it's
Or
funny.
you can be inspired by somebody
Yes,
else.
for sure.
Maybe better said.
You can watch someone's life how he is going through something, and you can retrace this and put it into your own life for sure.
Okay, great. So Myenty, now you moved from Holland to Slovakia. So you've been in Slovakia for about almost 2 years now, yeah, or 1.5 year.
One
So yeah, so are you satisfied also living here, generally speaking?
For sure, I'm thankful. Really, I'm a thankful guy. I'm very happy that I'm here. Really,
Is
without
your family satisfied here as well? So you live in Bratislava, so is your family satisfied over there?
yes, for sure. Everyone is satisfied with the place I am, and really, I cannot be more thankful than this, man.
Great, good to
Really,
hear.
for sure.
So one of the things that, of course, every single person has got some hardships, and
Yes,
sometimes we struggle, of course. So could you also mention some of maybe the milestones that you have realized that this is the right way, and I will be a football player, and I have got everything that I need, then I will be. So do you remember the time that you have decided to be a professional football player? Because as I know at the beginning, you a little bit struggled with that, and you played in a second Dutch division, which is of course is a good league, is a professional league.
yeah.
But
But I can tell you,
did yeah? So
I realized to be a professional footballer way a long time before this. Long time.
okay, okay, okay.
It was at my with my mom, and I was yeah trial at FC Den Bosch at that time, and my mom couldn't drive so good those highways and stuff, and the road was blocked. So
Yes.
we put the car somewhere, and we start to run to the training complex. We start to run, and my mom was behind me. And really, in 1 second, I was looking behind, and tears came from my eyes, because it was hard every time, every day after school. My mom rushed home and take me to travel 50 kilometers, and every time the traffic was
Uh-huh.
so
Oh
yeah
my God.
the traffic was
Hmm.
unbelievable. So we start to
So you
run.
must be even now very grateful to your mother because
My
she did that,
mom,
yeah.
yes, and we start to run, and I look back and I start to screaming, "Mom, believe me, I will be a professional football player one day." Yes, really, I will
It
be.
was though that running was really worth it.
Yes,
I have to say.
this was really amazing, man. I started to say I will be a professional footballer, and my little sister was also there, and she was like, "Yes, Myenty, you
Oh
will
my
be."
God. Yep, yep,
And
yep. So you have fulfilled your dream, and it continues fortunately.
yes,
And yeah, it's amazing to even listen to you where you are talking about this. That it was a strong desire deep inside of you that yeah,
yeah,
I'm able to get it. And you
yes,
were so young, and you had a dream, and you fulfilled it. And of course, you were not only fulfilling this dream by thinking about that, but
yeah.
doing hard work every single day.
Every single day, and even at this club, at this trial, it didn't went good. They sent me home, and my mom came to my room very sad, very upset. Oh, my son, I'm so sorry. And I was just, Mom, don't worry, it will be fine.
It's gonna be all right, yeah.
Yes, it's gonna be, and this is the thing. If you have something, if you fail at some point, just switch quick. Don't stay there, because if you stay there, it will be a hard time.
It's
Overcome it.
hard time, yeah.
Keep going, because life is a long road, and don't
It
stay
is.
at one point. No,
And
it's
you also mentioned, Mient, you also mentioned that you had some injuries as well, and that you were also struggling with some injuries from time to time,
yes,
or it
yes,
was quite frequent at certain times.
Yes.
Did you also remember those times? How did you, struggle maybe
Yeah.
also not only physically, but also how did you look at it from a mental perspective? Was it difficult for you, and how did you handle that?
It was very difficult those days. And what I said before, I was living by day. I was thinking, okay, tomorrow will be fine. And I think this was the key to overcome it, because I didn't look,
Right.
okay, let's see, in 2 weeks, I hope in 2 weeks I will train, and after 2 weeks you don't train, what happened then? And
Yeah. So
still,
probably this mindset could be also applied in the current situation of coronavirus,
yes,
because
yes,
many people are in a this, or not so, like, could be even have some sort of anxiety or in stress or unease because their future is somehow not sure. So they are not sure
yes,
about
not
what the
sure, yeah.
future will be and when this finish. So maybe you could also take a look at this, and how do you see this currently? How do you face the coronavirus? Because as I know, so we're not able to train with the team and you have to train
Yes, yes, yes,
individually.
yes.
So are there any recommendations from your side how to handle the current situation from the perspective of professional football as you are?
Okay, just use this time to educate yourself in something. I don't know what, but everyone knows for himself what he wants, and I think now is the time, man, because you have so much time, and don't use this time to just be on the PlayStation, or watching TV. No, okay, you can, of course,
You can
but
do
use
this,
it
you're right.
also to educate yourself in something you really wanted. And some people were speaking about, I don't have time to do something. Okay, now you have the time, man.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, exactly.
do what
I
you
had a
need to
few
do.
clients and they started to learn new languages. So one of the clients, he said, I will
Yeah.
devote myself to learning English much better. And
No.
one of the guys, also I started to run a few online courses, and also the professional athletes were
Yes.
joining me. So also they said, oh, now you have got the time to look at inside
Yes.
your mind
Yes.
maybe, and to
For
have a
sure.
little bit different mindset we used to have.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
yes.
that's what I like, what we are talking now and what you are telling us.
Yes.
It's education is one of the things, and by education you mean maybe you can read a lot of books these
Of
times.
course. Yes. Also, people
And
are.
how do you find? Yeah, yeah. Go on. Sorry.
I think people are scared to be alone. But okay, now you are in this situation. This situation is the worst ever for
Yeah,
us.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
the worst. You can, so use it wisely, and please don't be one person who will say after this period, like, oh, I just gained some weight and watch all those movies at Netflix and nothing else. Then you are.
Exactly. I know that you used to have some individual plans as well. So how did you stay motivated to fulfill these plans 100% and to be physically all right, physically okay?
Yeah, because I was believing, okay, imagine it's over tomorrow. Will I be
Yeah,
ready tomorrow?
yeah,
Will
yeah,
I
yeah.
be ready? If I'm
So
not
as
ready,
according to what you are saying, it seems that you are fully living the present moment.
yes, fully, man. I can just, I don't want to think about next week. No, let's think about today. And from this point, we will come to next week. Even when we
Yes,
had this meeting, we put it on Tuesday. Okay, I was living day by day to it. I was not thinking, okay, Tuesday, what will I do? No, I was living day by day. And look, now we are in this moment, and I am enjoying this moment now.
yes. Good to hear. Okay, Myenty. So we have also talking about some hardships you had and how you stay motivated. You stay. I used to say that you stayed in the game, even though we are not talking about football only. By game, I mean you stay in the life, and you were also trying to solve all those difficulties. And on the contrary of that, of course, you had some positive milestones in your life.
Of
So
course.
what would you say was the biggest positive milestone in the last, let's say, couple of months or couple of
I can
years?
say in PAOK, going to group stage.
Yeah,
I felt so amazing. It was like, it is possible to reach something incredible.
exactly.
Yes, and we did it, and
Did you reach the top of the world at the time, right?
yes, at
And
that
for
time.
the guys that don't know, that you scored also the goal against PAOK in the additional time.
Yeah,
So do you remember the feelings you had?
Like yeah, amazing, man. Look, I get
It's amazing.
goosebumps
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I
I
wanted to
was,
ask if you watch it, if you have goosebumps. But even talking about this
yeah,
creates the goosebumps. So it's really amazing. And when I watch sometimes also the matches, let's say in a couple of weeks or months later, I still have the same feelings. When you scored, and it was like everybody was
yeah.
happy around. Yeah,
Everybody was so happy, and it was
right.
amazing.
So how did you enjoy the matches in the European League?
In Europe. I enjoyed it. Like um, I was everyone we said to each other, let's face this and let's enjoy it to the fullest. And I think everyone did it. Look, it is not something daily that you will be there and compete with all those top teams and top players. It is not something daily, you know. So you have to go there and fearless. You have to take your fears off your shoulder and
Yeah. So
go
did
fully
you
for
have
it.
some kind of stress before the matches, before the performance? Do you
No
remember
stress.
maybe?
No,
No stress.
my heart is going fast, and this is what I need. It is something that will keep me focused.
Your body is getting ready for the
It's
great
getting ready
performance.
for the big
So
fight.
you don't see those kind of signs of the body. For example, the heart is getting a little bit faster, and maybe your hands could be a little bit shaking. But you don't take it like it's something like
No,
that
no,
is
no,
negative.
no.
No,
Hey,
your
no.
body is getting prepared for the best
Prepared,
performance.
yes. Don't be
Exactly.
afraid. Don't
Because
be afraid
when
of this.
some I'm just saying from my own practice, because some of the guys, they come to my office and they wanted to, I want to get rid of this bad feelings before the match. And when we analyze those, when we are talking about this, they found out that those feelings are not bad. Because
No,
when you look at the body, also biochemistry of the body is changing, and that's the reason why your heart is, getting a little bit faster. Your blood is
yes,
circulating a little bit faster as well, and
sure.
but that's a good sign. It's a good sign that you are ready for the match. You are ready for the great performance. And
That's what I think.
maybe what you can see is also that sometimes you get a little bit, you could be a little bit stressed or nervous before the match, but as soon as the match starts, the stress goes away.
It goes
Is it
away.
also your experience?
Yes, but sometimes I for sure you feel like, okay, this match is mine, and you start with one mistake, and if this mistake stays too long in your head,
Yeah,
you can get a very difficult day. So
it's gonna be a
get rid
difficult
of it.
game.
Get rid of
Yeah.
it quick.
So
Last
how do you handle such situation? Because
yes,
there could be that you lost the first ball and maybe you
yeah.
also lost the first interception. How do you handle this?
Go for the first ball again. Go for the second
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
interception again. That's the only thing you can do. Don't
yeah.
go to hide. No, if
So in my practice, it's sort of understanding that what we could do this, and by understanding how we create reality from moment to moment, we can
yeah,
handle such situations. Because if I realize that I cannot change the mistake or the lost ball, or lost pass or the bad pass, then I will be still thinking about that, and
yeah,
everything is happening right now. So then
yes,
I mentally in the past, so I cannot change it. So we have to return back to the present moment, and of course the things that we can influence. So
true.
that's what I like. What you are saying, that focus on the next ball, focus on the next interception, and
Yes,
you want to win, right?
yeah, because
Okay, Myenty, we have got a question from Paul, and he's asking like, how do you reflect upon your performance if it hasn't been how you would have wanted for a particular game?
how do you reflect upon your performance?
So basically, when your game is not so good, and how do you handle this? So are you thinking about this? Are you trying to find the solutions for the bad performance,
I'm,
or what we have
I
just
can
said?
say
So you just accept it and
oh no 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 no.
keep going, yeah?
I reflected, of course, in my head. I have to,
Mm-hmm.
because you're
Yeah,
it's like education. You are teaching yourself something, and you
exactly. You're right.
don't be scared or ashamed to watch your mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Watch it daily. Watch your mistakes, and yes, see yourself in those situations again, and
Yeah, it's
stay
quite
in
funny
your
to hear, because some of the guys, or some of the, even when we are in football, they think that the mistakes are something bad, that they cannot afford
yes,
it. But
yes,
once you think that I cannot do it, then you do more mistakes. So it's kind of
yes.
misunderstanding of this.
Hmm.
And what you have said is reflect, watch it, reflect on it, try to
Yes,
think about it, but don't go so like every single time. Oh my God, I made a mistake. It's a bad thing. No, mistakes are
no,
helping you to
yes,
even better to improve.
yes,
So
for
it's
sure.
again, it's a question of understanding. It's not a question of applying something like to be just all the time positive. Everything I cannot do the mistake. No, if I made a mistake, I didn't do it on purpose. then I accept it and we can go further, you know, or we
Yes,
can
yes,
go on.
yes, yes. And you will, if you look, the moment you don't accept this is the moment you will not learn from it. Because if
Yep,
you
yep, yep.
accept something, is the moment you will start to learn from it. So accept it. Look at it, man. Don't be ashamed. You are a human.
Right.
Everyone is
Exactly.
going through something.
Exactly.
You can
So
make
I think that
mistakes.
when some young players are watching this or will be watching this later on, they could really, at least one of the things they could get out of the conversation is to accept the things as they are. It
Yeah,
doesn't mean that we stay in a like in a mode that we don't care. Of course we care,
yeah, you
but
can.
if I accept something, then we can, you know, we can. If I'm talking, you know, Emma, from my perspective, a mental coach, that you can imagine that your head is a little bit clear, and then you have got the right decisions.
Hmm.
But when your head is not like unclear, you've got the bad feelings, and you think, is the right time to solve it, you will
Yes,
not find the solution.
you
So what
will.
is really necessary is to accept what is, and
True,
then your head clears up. You
true,
know, maybe shortly, but for sure that it will clear up by
true.
itself, and then you can analyze it, then you can solve the situation,
For,
etc. But
for
you will
sure.
not find a solution from the bad feelings.
Never, never. And also in those bad feelings, think about what you did good also, because you are not
Exactly,
here. You are
exactly.
not here just to watch yourself doing bad. No, come on.
Yeah.
Of
Some of the football
course.
players, they have got the problems because they have got a sort of perfectionist, and they are also taking a look at only the things that they did wrong, and they forgot everything what they did right. So this could be also misleading, and is a sort of misunderstanding that has got a negative impact on their further development. So maybe for the players that are watching us, or for the young athletes in general, so it means that focus on the things you did correctly, what you have said, and I'm sure that those things you did correctly, there are much more things that you did incorrectly or did wrong. But again, it's also a question of understanding how you accept the things, etc. So
Yeah.
that's what I like what you have said.
Yes. Yes. I see one. How to perform that imagination before match.
Okay, so I haven't seen that yet. So maybe you can answer it from your side, and I will also take a look at it.
How to
And I
perform
will.
that imagination before match.
I see. Okay.
Think about things you did good, and see yourself in those moments all the time. See yourself with the ball. See yourself attacking someone. See yourself doing everything in those
Mm-hmm.
situations. And don't be afraid to to open your mind. You know, to overthink. It's not a problem.
Exactly.
Sometimes I see myself make a crazy goal, and I'm like, yes, imagine that.
Yeah, it is
Come on,
right.
of course,
Exactly. It's
of
it's
course.
quite nice to realize that everything what we are imagining is happening. Like our brain is it's proceeding that or processing that as it is really true.
Mm.
So to perform the imagination, it's up to the guys. But what I
Yes,
recommend is that if you want to kind of perform the imagination or visualization, sort of, that it should be positive. Shouldn't be like I would like to avoid this, because I
yes,
remember when I was playing at the times. I was thinking like, okay, I cannot do this. Last time I did it wrong, so hopefully it will not. I will not repeat that.
yes,
And I was thinking negatively before the match, but I
yes,
wanted to get rid of this. My purpose was not to do the mistake again, but
yes,
I was
yes,
innocent. I was innocently doing this, so I was thinking about something like, what if it happened again? So this kind of visualization is of course negative for the players. So when you want to make a visualization or imagination, as you call it, Luke, so use something positive for you, like what
use
you
something
what you would
positive
like to happen in the match,
for
how you would
sure.
like to
If
pursue the things, how you are winning
yes,
the interception, how you score the goals, how you do the
yes,
things. And especially when I'm discussing with these clients, and of course there's imagination or a sort of visualization is a process, and it has certain steps. And of course we go step by step, and then once the client is
yes,
expert, he's
yes.
in, so he's doing it on purpose sometimes, and it's kind of a routine for him. So do you do it Myenty, on a regular basis? It's sort of routine for you as well.
For sure, I have to. This is what I'm doing every time before the match. I have those.
Mm-hmm.
I have the same playlist, and from this playlist, I one song stands for something. I This is the thing. I put every song, and
Okay.
because music can, how you say, music reminds you of something.
Reminds you of something, right?
Yes, and I use music to remind me of a moment in my life,
Of
or
moment, right?
yes, and this
So
is
what song are you? Do you have association with the goal against PAOK? Is there any song?
no, this one not really, not really.
Okay, no, that was a joke from my side.
Yes,
So you've got a favorite playlist, and you're listening to
yeah,
that place every single time before the match.
for sure. Every time before the
It's a
match,
sort of routine for you, right?
for me,
And I know the players. It's quite funny to discuss this because there are some players that I cannot really listen to some music before the match because it makes me even nervous. But some of the players
yeah,
they listen to motivational music, and some of the players, based on their feelings, they listen to some kind of calming music. You know, it depends on a
yes, yes,
certain mood of the players.
yes, yes, yes,
But
for
what I
sure.
like about you is that you have got a certain routine and you fulfill this routine.
Yeah.
Do you do it also on a daily basis, or you just do it before the match?
No, I can listen to motivational speeches like when I'm in the car. I can do it. This is what I can do it the whole day. But but before the matches, it has something special. That's the
It's
thing.
special, yeah. So
Yes.
like it's somehow you are getting ready for the match and
Yeah.
you know somehow prepare for that.
For sure.
Are some other routines or maybe techniques or some of the things that you apply before the match?
Mm. No, this is the main thing. I try to be very calm, very relaxed, and I try to do the normal things what I was doing. I try to make jokes with the same things I try to do. I
Right.
cannot put my mindset fully on the match like, okay, no, this is it. I will not laugh. I will not.
No, no,
No,
no.
no.
Okay.
If I do this,
You try to
I will.
stay freely in the day, and
Yes,
of course it
yes,
means that you are fully focused on your performance and like.
yeah.
And Rafael is asking the question like, what do you think about this coronavirus situation? So it seems that Rafael is getting better in English. Rafael is a teammate of Myenty in Slovan, so just for the guys that don't know.
Alpha. Yes, how I'm thinking about the situation. Yeah, it's how it is, and I think after this situation, everyone will be very thankful to be
Thankful
free in life.
for the standard things that
Yes,
I miss.
yes, really. Me also. In these moments, I love to walk outside with my dog. Before
So
it's
happy with that, yeah.
yeah, before it was sometimes really quick. Even in the rain now, I'm just enjoying the moment walking with my dog. Uh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think everyone will enjoy the normal things after this situation. So yeah, see it as positive. Just focus on
Exactly. It's a sort of opportunity. I see it as an opportunity.
of course.
But what is making this situation bad for the guys is that we don't accept it. Like it should be
That's it.
different. Why is it so? Why is it
Yeah,
the
yeah,
why is
yeah,
it? It should end up that I have to be okay. No,
yeah.
why cannot be okay now? Before we don't have to wait until the coronavirus is over. We can
Yes,
be okay now. Why
yeah,
not?
yeah.
Eh?
It's
So
this.
because our as I said, our mental health is not lost by something outside of us. It could be coronavirus, could be bad performance, could be a lost match. Of course, we want to win all the time, and we are
Yes, yes.
in the context of football. But sometimes we cannot influence everything. So when I put myself in a position like it's everything is depend on me, then sometimes I struggle. Of
Yeah,
course, it depends on me, on myself, but I cannot solve everything.
yeah.
So
You
we
cannot
cannot
solve.
solve coronavirus by ourselves, but we can
Yeah,
take a look at the situation and we can see it as an opportunity. And it happens when we accept for this. When we accept the situation as it is, we are not passive, but we are able to handle the situation much better. And we have mentioned it a few times today. So some of the guys are saying, you'll say us something in Slovak. Mienty, say something in Slovak. But please
ahoj.
don't use rude words.
Of course not. Ahoj, ako sa máš, Samuel. Ty
So
si
you are
dobre?
getting better. You're getting better in Slovak. That's I like.
I try to. I try to.
Yeah,
It's
good.
not.
It's a difficult language, right?
It's yeah. It's very difficult language, but yeah, I need to get used to it because it will open
But
doors also.
what language is spoken in Suriname?
We spoke Dutch. We spoke the language of the country. It's I don't know.
Right.
And
But you speak very good English, so you learn it at schools as well in Holland in Dutch, yeah.
in Suriname TV, watching
In
program.
Suriname TV. Ah, I
Yeah,
see. Oh my
watching
God.
program
Okay,
a
it's very
lot, a
nice.
lot,
It's
a
very
lot.
nice.
And of course, at school, I fine-tuned it, but it started with watching those watching TV because in Suriname you can watch TV, but they will not translate it for you in Dutch. or something else.
Ah, I see.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's the
okay.
thing.
Here it is. So you were forced to learn English.
Yeah, you are, and when you are young, you will get it quicker, you know.
You
So,
get it quickly, right, right.
so
Okay,
that's
some
why.
final thoughts, Myenty. So imagine that you would be able to go back in the past, maybe in some years. Would you do anything differently now?
Nice question. Would I do every? Yeah, would I do anything different?
Right.
I would say to myself, worry less. I really, in some point in my life, I worried so much about myself, uh, and also I saw my mom being worried about me, and that was something that was killing me. Really,
Right, right.
I was thinking, okay,
So
no, I will overcome it, and that's why sometimes at home, when I came home, I just went straight to my room because I didn't want to see the emotion of my family. You know?
I see. Okay.
Yeah,
So if you were able to change something, that would be to worry less.
yeah,
So
worry less.
that's what I see also in my practice in coaching, that people worry a lot. Even
Mm.
they worry about the current situation, but because they think it's something that we have learned, it's something we have learned, and we think that we cannot influence the situation. So at least I will be worrying about that, and maybe it
Yes.
will help me. But what the truth is that we are more stuck in those bad feelings, and it is going to impact on the physical body as well, on the mental aspects as well. And we are not able to solve it because our mind is not clear, as you have mentioned a few minutes ago. And so worrying something it doesn't help us.
Yeah, it's
So it's
useless.
better to stay in a moment and to solve the things as
Yeah,
best as we can.
yeah.
And according to different statistics or various statistics, so 90% of our worry is not rational.
It will
Like
not
we
happen.
worry something because we think that it's a good thing, but actually it's something that is keeping us down
Yeah,
and doesn't have any good side of that.
for
Okay,
sure.
good. Anything in relation to your football career? Would you like to change, or if you are able to change it, what would you change then in your
No,
football
no,
career?
no, nothing. I no,
Nothing,
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 nothing.
nothing.
This was
Everything is in the
bad.
right place, in the right moment.
Yes, yes, in the right place, in the right moment. I was thinking sometimes about quitting, and then something happened out of nowhere, and I was like, "Oh wow, something is guiding me," and I was happy with this. So no, and because of my football career, I have this mindset. So
Good, good,
I
good.
would never change it. I would not say no. I wish I had an easier way. No,
Yes, yes, yes.
no,
Yeah, I
no,
wish I had easier life. No.
no, no.
Okay, so are there some goals that you would like to achieve, not only in football career, but generally speaking? So, what are your desires or goals you
I
would
want
like
to
to
say
achieve?
my biggest goal is to speak in front of thousand peoples. This is my biggest dream, and to share my
Right.
thoughts about life, about everything. And
And I'm sure, BNT, according to what you have said, and according to what I know you, this is gonna happen one day. But until then, of course, you are still young players, so you
yes,
will be giving us leisure on the field.
on the field, yeah, for
and
sure.
and I'm sure that it's your next dream to be speaking in front of thousands of people
Yes,
will happen. But still, you have got, let's say, 10 years in front of you,
for
and
sure.
hopefully you stay healthy and stay in a good condition as you are. And final
Now
question
it's
from my side, it's quite funny. Imagine that you have got €1 million or on additional euro on your account, and you can spend it on anything. So what activity or what things would you spend it on?
I would start to build one house for my mom. That's the main thing because she will be very happy with it. And this money I will use to build some schools in my country because
Wow.
at one point I went to school and sometimes it was raining and oof, we couldn't get the best education, you know, because of the rain.
I see.
So
I
build
see.
schools, and because I think
Wow.
education at school is something everyone needs. Without this,
It's amazing what you are telling to me, and again I have got goosebumps. So I tell you, you are telling this. So Myenty, it was really nice pleasure to talk to you. So as you could also see other guys, so Myenty is very humble guy, very motivated guy, desires and as well. So look it up in Google him or also watch him on Instagram as well. And I'm sure that maybe for the next time he will be speaking alone and giving some motivational speech for others. So Viente, you are also a big motivation for me as well. So thanks very
you
much for the
also for
time.
me for sure, and I
Thanks
think
for
we are you know, this is something you give, and I give to you, so it's in a circle, you know. And when
Yeah.
you speak with those, with the right person, you can speak, I think, for hours, and that's something you
Yes,
need to
exactly.
have.
Yeah, so we have been now talking about for 50 minutes, and originally I thought it's gonna be last
50
for 30
already.
to 45 minutes, already 50,
Yes.
right? So it's a kind of flow. Maybe
Yeah,
you can
sure.
imagine this. The same is for the matches. You start a match and somehow the match is, the match is finished, and you say, "Oh my God, how did it happen?" Because you were in the flow, you were in the
You are
present
in the
moment,
flow.
and when you are so deeply in that present moment, there is no mind, and mind means time. And if there is no mind in the place, there is no time as well.
Yes,
So then
yes,
the time flies, and also the time flies during our discussion. So thanks again, Myenty.
for sure.
So hope to see you soon, and I'm sure that the situation will finish. Also, the coronavirus situation will end up soon, and you will return to the standard training procedures with the team as well. And so stay healthy,
Yes, for
say
you
hello to
also.
say hello to your family, and again, it was a pleasure for me. And see you soon.
See you soon. Thank you for
See you.
this
Take care.
again, and
Thank you, guys.
ciao.
Thanks very much, guys, for the questions. And as I've said, I will be inviting other professional athletes as well soon. So I will be announcing that on my Facebook page or also Instagram account. So thanks again,
So,
BNT. Have a
yes,
nice
of
rest of
course.
the day. Ciao, ciao.
All
Bye.
right. Ciao, ciao.